What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rock Fragrances. My name is Mike. Let's get started. So today we are talking about Hugo Boss The Scent Absolute, which is a 2019 release, and it falls under the amber spicy category. So I think a very nice release, pretty cool bottle here. You can actually see I've done a pretty good amount of damage to this bottle. I tend to reach for this one in the fall season, and as the weather turns here in Texas, it's a good time to break this one out. I think I'll wear this one tomorrow. So why don't we get right into it? Nice sprayer. What I get from this one is you will get that blast of a citrus on the open. Hugo Boss says it's a lemon accord. I get a bit of a lemony, orangey type of vibe with this one, but I think the more interesting part of this opening is the ginger that is listed. It's actually the only listed top note for this scent. So the ginger gives it a bit of a zingier, zestier opening. So it's a nice, interesting twist to get you to that typical, designer, sweet, spicy type of feel, that this and some other scents will give you. Throughout the mid and the dry down, after a handful of minutes on your skin, you'll start to get that maninka fruit element, which is consistent throughout this entire line. It is a prominent note. To me, it sort of comes across as a boozy, fruity feel, but when I picture what that is to me it is those bright red cocktail cherries. That's what I get, those bright red cocktail cherries, but have been soaked in a rum drink for a while. So I do get that boozy, fruity vibe, but it's not direct boozy, if that makes sense. It's more secondary, as if you finish your tiki drink and then you eat the cherries at the end. Those cherries are what I get from this, but it's not overly sweet. I mean, when I talk about these things, this is just more what's conjured up. It's not necessarily literally a cherry soaked in rum, but that boozy, fruity type of feel is what I get from this scent. But as I mentioned, even though there's some tonka, vanilla here, none of the sweetness is cloying or out of balance. But there's also not a lot of earthiness or woodiness either. So it's a bit interesting. There's some pungent elements to this. There's some ambroxan here. There's a little bit of dustiness, but nothing's really totally out of balance. I would say, sweet, spicy on the top, sweet all the way through, but not overly sweet or cloying. There's enough sharpness here, that lends this to pretty easy wearing. There is a bit of a warmth when this dries down, but again, mostly sweet, kept in balance by some light woods and earthiness, and again, that ginger. Overall, this is just a very pleasant, easy to wear type of fragrance. And again, because it's not too sweet, it is very masculine. So my girlfriend gives me compliments every time I wear this one. There's other fragrances that I have that I think it would get more compliments, but she actually really likes this scent. It's just a nice, masculine, easy to like type of fragrance. What type of situations would you wear this one in? My issue with this fragrance is it's redundant to some other ones in my collection. I think Azzaro Wanted by Night can easily serve the same purpose as this one in a lot of different situations. Certainly nighttime, cold weather, date type scent. I think Azzaro Wanted by Night has the edge on this one. I do think this one can be worn maybe more casually, maybe more in the daytime. It can give you a similar feel, that sweet, spicy, kind of interesting type of scent. Perhaps you could pull this one off or reach for this one more casually, but it also still does work at night. It really is, different enough where if you feel like reaching for this one over some others, I don't think anyone's going to argue with you. Overall, I would say this is a solid release. It's a solid 7 out of 10 for me. It's nothing revolutionary. Would I buy this one again? Probably not, because it is redundant to some other fragrances in my collection and just when I think of different situations, there always seems to be another one that I tend to reach for a little bit more. But again, I have put a dent into this bottle, so I do wear it. And again, the girlfriend likes it, so I will reach for it every once in a while. Anyway, that's my review for Boss the Scent Absolute. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care, and thank you.